My name is Natalie Mayo, and I'm the sound designer for Clybourne Park. My design with a play like this that tends to be more realistic, the sound effects that come into play are stuff like door slams, doorbells, trunk horns, stuff that exists in a real world, what we call diegetic sounds. There is some music that comes into play. They use radios a couple times in the play. So you have very realistic sounds that go into a play like this. So what we're going to do, since there's such a huge time shift from Act 1 to Act 2, we're going to use intermission kind of as that segue where we get to travel through time with music. So we're going to start in 1959, and we're going to go straight on through to 2009. So my design process, it always starts with read the script, obviously, because that's my primary source of information. That's going to be the one place that I can always go to for, figuring stuff out that I need to do for my design. Second, I read the director's statement to get the feel for what this production of this play was going to be like. And after that, I went back to the script, read through it with a pencil, marking out where specific sound moments were, like, hey, there's a truck horn that needs to happen here. And then I started working on theme. And so in production meetings, we'll talk about kind of what we want the meaning of the show to be, and that kind of helps me develop what kind of music should go into it. I think with this production specifically, what I'm kind of excited about is to see how those really realistic sounds are going to interact with the characters, because there's going to be moments that these actors haven't been using sound effects during rehearsal, and so when we get into the first tech rehearsal, they're going to hear a loud noise. It's probably going to startle them, and it's going to be a really genuine reaction, and I'm kind of excited to see how those two worlds are going to play together. Yeah, so I think there's definitely moments in this play that people will feel very tense, just because in this current political climate, there's things that we can relate to and things that we're definitely seeing today. So I think there's definitely going to be moments when the audience will tense up a little bit, just because they probably know what the character's about to say. They don't want them to say it. And I think that kind of helps us to see why this play is important. I think that we need to see these things come to light, and we need to know when we see these things on a stage, it makes us uncomfortable, but sometimes we see it in real life and it might not faze us. So maybe if we're looking at it in this scope, it's going to help us recognize problems in our own society and do something about them. So make sure you come and see Clybourne Park, opening March 2nd, closing March 5th. All those performances are going to start at 7:30 p.m. in the Mayo Theater, except for the Sunday, which is a 2 p.m. matinee. I hope you come see it.